Do you know the power of a paradigm shift? Welcome to 7 Habits to Greatness, where we delve into the core principles of human effectiveness that lead to lasting happiness and success. This audiobook embodies the fundamental habits that are essential for achieving greatness in business, finance, and personal development. Before we explore these transformative habits, it's crucial to understand the concept of paradigms and how shifting them can change your life. Paradigms, or the way we see the world, influence our perceptions, understandings, and interpretations. They are like maps that guide us through life's terrain. Imagine you're trying to navigate central Chicago with a map, but due to a printing error, you're actually holding a map of Detroit. No matter how hard you try, no matter how fast you move, you'll never reach your intended destination. This illustrates the importance of having the right paradigm, a correct map, to guide your journey. In this audiobook, we'll explore how to recognize and shift your paradigms to align with the principles of success. These habits are not just techniques. They are the internalization of correct principles that create a foundation for enduring effectiveness. Join us as we uncover the 7 habits that will transform your life and learn how to apply them to achieve true greatness. Subscribe, listen, and embark on a journey to unlock your full potential. Are you ready to shift your paradigm and achieve greatness? Let's dive in. Habit 1. Start with a clear vision. Find a quiet place where you can be alone and uninterrupted. Clear your mind of everything except what you will hear and what I will invite you to do. Forget about your schedule, your business, your family, or your friends. Just focus with me and really open your mind. If you engage sincerely in this visualization exercise, you briefly connected with your deep core values. You touch that inner guidance system at the heart of your circle of influence. Begin with the end in mind is based on the principle that all things are created twice. There's a mental or first creation and a physical or second creation to everything. Take building a house, for example. You imagine every detail before you hammer the first nail. You get a clear sense of the kind of house you want. If you want a family-centered home, you plan for a family room where everyone can gather naturally. You design sliding doors and a patio for children to play outside. You work with your mind until you have a clear image of what you want to build. Then you reduce it to a blueprint and develop construction plans. All this is done before you touch the earth. If not, in the physical creation, you will have to make expensive changes that could double the cost of your home. The carpenter's rule is measure twice, cut once. You have to ensure that the blueprint, the first creation, is really what you want. You think everything through. Then you put it into bricks and mortar. Each day you go to the construction shed and pull out the blueprint for the day's marching orders. You begin with the end in mind. Consider a business. If you want a successful enterprise, you clearly define what you aim to achieve. You think through the product or service you want to provide, considering your market target. Then you organize all the elements: financial, research and development, operations, marketing, personnel, physical facilities, and so on, to meet that objective. The extent to which you begin with the end in mind often determines whether you can create a successful enterprise. Most business failures start in the first creation, with issues like undercapitalization, misunderstanding the market, or lack of a business plan. The same is true for parenting. If you want to raise responsible, self-disciplined children, you have to keep that end clearly in mind as you interact with them daily. You can't behave in ways that undermine their self-discipline or self-esteem. People apply this principle in various life areas. Before a trip, you determine your destination and plan the best route. Before planting a garden, you plan it out in your mind, possibly on paper. You create speeches on paper before delivering them, envision landscaping before you start, and design clothes before threading the needle. The principle of two creations, mental and physical, applies to all aspects of life. By understanding and accepting responsibility for both, we expand our circle of influence. Conversely, failing to operate in harmony with this principle and not taking charge of the first creation diminishes it. Management focuses on the bottom line. How can I best accomplish certain things? Leadership addresses the top line. What are the things I want to accomplish? As Peter Drucker and Warren Bennis said, management is doing things right, leadership is doing the right things. Management is efficiency in climbing the ladder of success. Leadership determines whether the ladder is leaning against the right wall. Imagine a group of producers cutting their way through a jungle with machetes. They're the problem solvers, clearing the undergrowth. Managers are behind them, sharpening their machetes, writing policy manuals, holding muscle development programs, bringing in improved technologies, and setting up working schedules. The leader climbs the tallest tree, surveys the entire situation, and yells, "Wrong jungle!" But how do the busy, efficient producers and managers often respond? "Shut up, we're making progress." As individuals, groups, and businesses, we're often so busy cutting through the undergrowth that we don't realize we're in the wrong jungle. The rapidly changing environment makes effective leadership more critical than ever in every aspect of independent and interdependent life. We need a vision or destination and a compass, a set of principles or directions more than a roadmap. The terrain ahead is often unknown, and our judgment at the time will matter. An inner compass will always give us direction. Effectiveness, even survival, depends not just on effort, but on whether our effort is in the right jungle. The changes in most industries and professions demand leadership first and management second. For more information about this audiobook, check the video description. We noticed that about 65% of you who listen to our videos are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Habit 2. Listen to understand, then speak. Imagine this. The next time you engage in a conversation, instead of focusing on your own thoughts and responses, you consciously decide to listen with the intent to understand the other person. This small shift can create profound changes in your interactions. By setting aside your own perspective, you can genuinely connect with the person in front of you. Even if they don't open up immediately, your empathy can break down barriers. A simple, "You seem down today," can convey understanding and respect, even if no words are exchanged in return. Remember, it's not about pushing for a response. Patience and respect are key. People might not always verbalize their thoughts, but you can still sense their emotions through their behavior. This is about being present, sensitive, and aware, living outside your own story when needed. Being proactive in your approach to empathy can also prevent problems before they arise. You don't need to wait for a crisis to start understanding those around you. Spend quality time with your children now. Listen to their concerns, see their world through their eyes, and build a strong emotional connection. This investment in your relationship pays off in the long run, creating a robust emotional bank account. Similarly, carve out time to connect with your spouse. Regularly spending time together, whether it's over dinner or a shared activity, can strengthen your bond. Truly listen to each other and strive to understand life from each other's perspective. These moments of connection and mutual understanding are invaluable. For example, my wife and I make it a point to practice empathic listening. We often role-play challenging situations to better understand our children's perspectives and improve our communication strategies. By reenacting past conflicts, we learn from our mistakes and reinforce positive behaviors. Investing time to deeply understand those you care about leads to open communication and trust. Many family and marital issues are nipped in the bud because there's no room for misunderstandings to grow. With a rich emotional bank account, you have the resilience to handle any problems that do arise. In the business world, the principles of empathic listening are equally powerful. Schedule one-on-one meetings with your employees to truly understand their perspectives. Implement feedback systems that capture honest insights from all stakeholders, customers, suppliers, and employees alike. By valuing the human element as much as the financial or technical aspects, you create a more loyal and motivated workforce. When you make the effort to understand, you not only learn, but also give your team the psychological air they need to thrive. This fosters a loyalty that transcends the usual work hours and responsibilities. Seeking first to understand before presenting your ideas or solutions is a cornerstone of effective interdependence. It opens doors to creative solutions and third alternatives that you might never have considered. Differences become opportunities for synergy rather than obstacles to communication and progress. Application suggestions. Identify a relationship where you feel the emotional bank account is in the red. Try to understand and write down the situation from the other person's viewpoint. In your next interaction, listen with the goal of understanding and compare what you hear with your initial assumptions. How accurate were you? Share the concept of empathy with someone close to you. Express your intention to improve your listening skills and ask for their feedback after a week. How did you perform? How did it make them feel? Observe a conversation without listening to the words for a few minutes. Pay attention to the emotions being conveyed through body language. What do you notice? The next time you catch yourself using an autobiographical response, probing, evaluating, advising, or interpreting, acknowledge it and apologize. Try saying, "I'm sorry, I just realized I'm not trying to understand. Can we start again?" Base your next presentation on empathy. Present the other point of view as thoroughly and accurately as its proponents would. Then, explain your perspective, ensuring it resonates from their frame of reference. By mastering the art of empathic listening, you not only enhance your relationships, but also pave the way for greater personal and professional success. This habit of listening to understand first is a powerful tool for achieving greatness in all areas of life. Habit 3. Take initiative. Being proactive is often misunderstood as being pushy or aggressive, but that's far from the truth. Proactive individuals are not about forcefulness. They are intelligent, driven by values, and attuned to reality. They understand what needs to be done and take the necessary steps to achieve it. Consider the example of Gandhi. While his critics were busy condemning the British Empire from their legislative chambers, Gandhi was out in the fields, quietly and steadily building trust and support among the laborers. Despite holding no official position, through his compassion, courage, fasting, and moral persuasion, he managed to break the political domination of 300 million people, bringing the British Empire to its knees with the power of his ever-expanding influence. Consequences and mistakes. Before shifting our focus entirely to our circle of influence, we must understand the importance of consequences and mistakes within our circle of concern. Although we have the freedom to choose our actions, we cannot choose the outcomes of those actions. Natural laws govern consequences. For instance, we can decide to step in front of a speeding train, but we cannot control what happens when it hits us. In business, if we choose to be dishonest, the social consequences may vary depending on whether or not we are caught. However, the natural consequences of our integrity and character are fixed and inevitable. Our actions are governed by principles, and aligning with them brings positive outcomes, while violating them leads to negative consequences. We can choose how we respond to any situation, but in doing so, we also choose the consequences that come with our response. When we pick up one end of a stick, we pick up the other end as well. Here is how you can apply this knowledge. 1. Monitor your language. Spend a day paying attention to your language and the language of those around you. Notice how often reactive phrases like, if only, I can't, or I have to, are used. Recognizing these phrases is the first step in transforming a reactive mindset into a proactive one. 2. Visualize proactive responses. Think about an upcoming situation where you would typically react negatively based on past experiences. Reflect on how you could respond proactively instead. Take a few moments to vividly imagine the scenario, picturing yourself responding proactively. Remind yourself of the gap between stimulus and response, and commit to exercising your freedom to choose a positive response. 3. Address frustrations. Select a problem from your work or personal life that has been causing you frustration. Determine whether it is a direct, indirect, or no-control problem. Identify the first step you can take within your circle of influence to address the issue, and then take that step. By doing so, you move from a state of reactivity to proactivity. 4. Try the 30-day test. Challenge yourself to a 30-day test of proactivity. During this period, consciously choose proactive responses in all situations. Observe the changes in your circle of influence as you consistently choose proactive behavior. Notice how your influence expands and your ability to impact your environment increases. By taking initiative, you harness the power within you to shape your reality. Proactivity is about understanding the power of your choices and using that power to create positive outcomes. Embrace the proactive mindset and watch as your influence grows, leading to greater success and fulfillment in both your personal and professional life. Taking initiative is a foundational habit that empowers you to take control of your life and your environment. By being proactive, you move beyond mere reaction to shaping your destiny through conscious, value-driven actions. This chapter has provided practical steps to help you embrace proactivity and expand your circle of influence. Implement these strategies, and you'll find yourself on the path to greatness, equipped with the mindset to overcome any challenge and achieve your goals. Habit 4. Prioritize your tasks. In the fast-paced world of business and finance, mastering the art of prioritization can make the difference between success and mediocrity. Imagine starting each day with a clear understanding of what truly matters, guided by your long-term vision and personal mission. This habit of prioritizing your tasks can transform your productivity and overall effectiveness. Every morning, take a few minutes to review your schedule. This simple practice reconnects you with the value-based decisions you've made for the week and helps you adjust to any unexpected changes. As you overview your day, you'll see that your roles and goals naturally provide a sense of prioritization grounded in your personal mission. This approach taps into a more intuitive, right-brain prioritization that aligns with your sense of balance and purpose. You might still find traditional methods like the A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3 prioritization helpful for organizing your daily tasks. It's not a matter of activities being either important or unimportant. Rather, they exist on a continuum where some tasks are more critical than others. This third-generation prioritization system, when applied in the context of weekly planning, brings order and focus to your daily activities. However, prioritizing tasks without considering their relevance to your personal mission can lead to inefficiency. You may end up working on things that don't contribute to your overall goals. The key is to organize your week as a principle-centered manager, focusing on Quadrant 2 activities, those that are important but not urgent. This approach ensures that your daily plans are aligned with your long-term vision and values. Having experienced the power of principle-centered quadrant 2 organizing in my own life and witnessing its transformative impact on others, I am convinced of its effectiveness. The more your weekly goals are tied into a broader framework of correct principles and your personal mission statement, the greater your effectiveness will be. In the realm of life and time management, the best thinking can be summarized in one phrase: organize and execute around priorities. This concept represents the evolution of time management theory through 3 generations. Each generation builds on the previous one, leading to greater control and balance in our lives. The first generation of time management was characterized by notes and checklists, which helped acknowledge and manage the various demands on our time. The second generation introduced calendars and appointment books, allowing for forward planning and scheduling of events. The third generation, which we are currently in, adds the crucial elements of prioritization and goal setting. It emphasizes clarifying values and aligning activities with those values, setting specific long, intermediate, and short-term goals, and creating daily plans to achieve them. While third-generation time management has significantly improved our ability to organize and prioritize, it can sometimes lead to an overly rigid and efficiency-focused mindset. This can clash with the need for rich relationships, spontaneity, and enjoyment of daily life. As a result, some people have become disillusioned with time management systems that feel too restrictive and have reverted to simpler methods. However, an emerging fourth generation of time management takes a different approach. It recognizes that the challenge isn't managing time, but managing ourselves. This generation focuses on preserving and enhancing relationships and achieving meaningful results. It emphasizes the balance between productivity and quality of life, ensuring that our actions align with our core values and personal mission. In summary, by prioritizing your tasks based on your long-term goals and personal mission, you can achieve a higher level of effectiveness and satisfaction. This principle-centered approach to organizing your week and planning your days will help you maintain a balance between work, relationships, and personal growth. Embrace this habit and watch how it transforms your productivity and overall sense of fulfillment. Habit 5. Aim for mutual benefit. This habit is about more than just getting along. It's about building genuine, impactful relationships where both parties thrive. This habit is grounded in the application of our innate human abilities: self-awareness, imagination, conscience, and independent will. It's about fostering mutual learning and influence to achieve outcomes that benefit everyone involved. Achieving mutual benefits requires courage and careful consideration, especially when dealing with individuals deeply entrenched in a scarcity mindset. Many people operate from a zero-sum perspective, where they believe there's a limited pie of success, and if one person takes a larger slice, it diminishes what's available for others. This scarcity mentality can hinder personal and professional growth and create obstacles in building collaborative relationships. Individuals with a scarcity mindset often struggle with sharing recognition, credit, or resources. They might outwardly express happiness for others' achievements, but inwardly feel resentful or threatened. Their sense of worth is often tied to comparisons, and they may even harbor secret hopes for others to experience setbacks to maintain their own status. However, when we aim for mutual benefit, we shift away from this win-lose paradigm. Effective interpersonal leadership involves moving beyond this mindset and focusing on expanding our circle of influence. It's about making genuine deposits into the emotional bank account through courtesy, respect, and a willingness to understand differing perspectives. When facing someone with a win-lose mentality, it's crucial to engage in deeper communication. This involves listening more intently, expressing yourself with clarity, and approaching the interaction with a proactive strength of character. It's a process of continual effort to demonstrate that your goal is to reach a resolution that benefits both parties. This approach not only strengthens the relationship but also contributes positively to the emotional bank account. Management consultant Peter Drucker advocated for a manager's letter approach, where performance agreements are detailed in writing. This method ensures alignment between manager and employee expectations and facilitates self-management within a structured framework. By setting clear, mutually beneficial agreements, managers can enhance their span of control and efficiency, allowing them to focus on removing obstacles rather than micromanaging. As you think about upcoming negotiations or interactions, aim to balance courage with consideration. Identify obstacles that prevent you from consistently applying the win-win paradigm and find ways to address these challenges within your circle of influence. Select a relationship where you'd like to establish a win-win agreement. Try to view the situation from the other person's perspective and outline what a successful outcome would look like for them. Then, determine what results would constitute a win for you. Approach the other person with the intention to communicate until you reach a mutually beneficial agreement. Evaluate 3 key relationships in your life and assess the balance in each of your emotional bank accounts. Identify specific actions you can take to make positive deposits in these accounts. Reflect on your own mental scripts. Do they lean toward a win-lose mentality? Consider how these scripts impact your interactions and determine their source. Finally, seek out and learn from a model of win-win thinking. Observe how they navigate relationships and apply these principles to your own interactions. By embracing the habit of aiming for mutual benefit, you not only enhance your own success, but also contribute to the success and growth of those around you. Let's move forward with the intention of creating value and fostering relationships that uplift everyone involved. Habit 6. Collaborate for greater success. Welcome to Chapter 6 of 7 Habits to Greatness, where we dive into the transformative power of collaboration. The concept of synergy isn't just a buzzword, it's a fundamental principle that drives the most successful teams and organizations. Let's explore how harnessing this power can propel you towards exceptional achievements. Think about nature for a moment. In ecology, every element is interconnected. Each organism plays a role that contributes to the overall balance and productivity of the ecosystem. Similarly, in the world of business and personal development, synergy arises from the interactions and relationships between individuals. The true strength of the 7 habits lies not just in their application, but in how they work together to create a powerful, cohesive approach. Imagine a work environment where everyone is genuinely engaged and committed to solving problems collaboratively. This involvement doesn't just enhance creativity, it fuels a shared dedication to achieving collective goals. It's no coincidence that many of the world's most innovative companies have adopted this approach, as seen in the success of Japanese business practices that emphasize teamwork and mutual respect. Synergy is the culmination of all the habits we've explored. It thrives in an interdependent reality where teamwork, unity, and creativity are paramount. While you can't control the paradigms or attitudes of others, you can certainly influence your own approach. Focus on your internal synergy. Balance your analytical and creative sides to foster innovation. Even in challenging environments, you can remain resilient and proactive. Avoid letting negative energy derail your progress. Instead, seek out the positive aspects in others and use their unique perspectives to broaden your own understanding. Embrace differing viewpoints, even when they challenge your own. When faced with disagreements, view them as opportunities for growth rather than conflicts. Look beyond the binary options and search for a third alternative, a solution that benefits everyone involved. This mindset opens doors to innovative solutions and deeper connections. Remember, the goal isn't to surround yourself with people who think just like you. Value the differences in perspectives and use them as catalysts for creativity and progress. By valuing and seeking to understand others' viewpoints, you not only enhance your own awareness, but also create an environment ripe for synergy. So, as you move forward, embrace the power of collaboration. Let it drive you toward greater success and fulfillment in every aspect of your life. Habit 7. Renew and improve yourself, the vital habit that empowers all the others. Picture it as the engine that keeps the entire system running smoothly. This habit revolves around the principle of continual renewal, making sure you're always at your best across all dimensions of your life. Physical renewal. Let's start with your body. True greatness demands that we treat our physical health as a top priority. This means fueling our bodies with nutritious food, getting ample rest, and staying active. Exercise, while not always urgent, is crucial. It's easy to overlook, but skipping it can lead to serious health issues later. Aim for at least 30 minutes of exercise every other day. It's a small investment of time with a massive payoff, ensuring you have the energy and vitality to tackle your goals. Spiritual renewal. Next, consider your inner self. Spiritual renewal involves connecting with your core values and finding inspiration that uplifts you. Whether it's through daily meditation, prayer, or other reflective practices, this dimension helps you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Remember, Habit 7 is about ongoing improvement and balance. It ensures you're not just achieving greatness, but sustaining it. Embrace this habit and watch how it transforms every aspect of your life. We've explored transformative principles designed to elevate your personal and professional life. From taking initiative and setting clear goals to prioritizing tasks, fostering collaboration, and embracing continuous self-improvement, these habits are your keys to achieving extraordinary success. Remember, greatness is a journey, not a destination. By integrating these habits into your daily routine, you're paving the way to a more fulfilled and impactful life. We appreciate your time and commitment to growth. If you found value in this audiobook, please subscribe and stay tuned for more content that inspires and empowers. Your feedback is important. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Here's to your continued journey towards greatness. Subscribe now and keep striving for excellence.